If you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about trying fasting, or you've tried fasting and are looking to avoid mistakes. By the end of this video, you're going to know 6 mistakes that many people make when they fast and how to avoid those mistakes. And before diving into it today, if you are looking for more ways to simplify the process of getting healthy and potentially losing weight, make sure that you like this video, you tap that subscribe button, and you click the bell icon to be notified when we release new videos. With that being said, let's get into it. Hey, my name is Sky, and I remember when I first started fasting, I wasn't really sure of how to approach it. I was doing fast pretty consistently, but I was hungry during my fasts. A lot of the times I was getting dizzy and nauseous, and I later realized that some of the things that I was doing before, during, and after my fast was affecting how I felt and making it a lot more difficult for me to stay consistent and for me to feel good. And so since those times, it's been about 4 years, and I've learned a lot about how to fast, about when to fast, about why to fast, and learning this has helped me massively improve the effectiveness of my fasts. And so I truly believe that fasting is by far one of the best ways to lose weight, to get healthy, and to just feel incredible. And so in the next 5 to 10 minutes, we're gonna dive deep into 6 mistakes that people usually make when they fast and what you can do instead. And before we dive into it today, if you are a complete beginner and you have never fasted before, make sure you go down in the description for a video we just put out on Intermittent Fasting 101. So how you can implement fasting to get the most out of it. But if you're feeling good about fasting, maybe you've been doing it for a while and you're looking for some mistakes to avoid, then let's get into it. So the first mistake that a lot of people make when starting fasting is diving into it way too quickly. Now, I posted a video a while back of a 3-day fast that I did, and I'm gonna be posting soon about a 5-day fast that I did. And when people see that type of content, sometimes it encourages them to just dive into a 3-day fast or even a 1-day fast right away. But if you've never fasted, your body needs to make a totally new adjustment to how it works. And so if you dive right in with a 24-hour, 48-hour, 72-hour fast, your body is basically gonna be very, very angry with you. It's gonna have a hard time adjusting. It's gonna be very difficult. You're gonna be lethargic, probably a little nauseous, and overall, you're just not gonna feel good. And if you don't feel good, there's no way that this stuff is gonna be sustainable. So when you start fasting, you wanna make sure that you're starting off slow. Meaning, if you've never done a fast before, start with 12 hours, move to 16, then 18, then try a full 24-hour fast. Then if you're feeling courageous and you're feeling ready, you can move into 2, 3, 4, 5-day fasts. But make sure that if this is something that you want to do in the long term and you don't want to just hate your life during the fast, that this is something that you slowly adjust to. The second mistake many people make when they fast is they don't give their body enough minerals. Now, if you're the type of person whose diet is not totally dialed in and you're eating pretty unhealthy throughout the day, odds are your body already doesn't have the nutrients it needs to operate at a high level. And so when you deprive it of even more nutrients by fasting, you're gonna have a pretty rough time. You can have cramps, you can be nauseous, you can just have like total brain shutdown. But if you don't have those nutrients, you're not gonna feel good. And so for me, this is something I learned the hard way during my 5-day fast, because on day 3, I had severe achy cramps. And so I started to do some research, I realized the importance of it, and then during my fast, I actually included some Himalayan sea salt in my water. And then I also included some trace mineral drops. So those 2 things, if you're starting fasting and your diet is not totally dialed in, I would definitely recommend using that during your fasts. The third mistake people make, and probably one of the most common, is to justify how they eat off of the fast because they're fasting. And I don't know how many people do this, but if they've just gotten over a fast, especially if it's a longer one, like 24 hours, they think they've earned the right to now just eat whatever they want. But the problem with that is, especially if you're eating that meal first thing when you break the fast, is it has much of a higher impact on your body. And so if you're not eating enough nutrients, or you're eating more carbs or things that are more processed, that's gonna hurt your body more. That's gonna be heavier on your body, more impactful on your body. And if the right nutrients are in place, you're gonna have way higher blood sugar, and it's gonna trigger your body to store fat right away. So my biggest tip for you is to make sure that when you fast, you're eating pretty much regular the rest of the time. Now, I will say when I did my 5-day fast, I celebrated that night, but the first 2 meals that I had were super healthy. Wild caught fish, I had vegetables, I had kimchi, I had sauerkraut, I had a lot of stuff that was very nutritious for my body. And so before you even enter a fast, you should know, what am I going to be breaking this fast with, and how am I going to do it in a way that's most beneficial? Mistake number 4 that people make when they are fasting is breaking their fast or consuming something that is not water, plain coffee, or plain tea. Now, a lot of people kind of justify this as, if I have a small piece of fruit or if I put a little bit of creamer in my coffee, it's no big deal. But the problem is that if you consume anything that contains nutrients like that, or that contains macronutrients, that's actually physically breaking your fast. So the health benefits and the other benefits that you would normally get from fasting are now pretty much useless and non-existent. So some things people usually break their fast with on accident are going to be things like coffee creamer. Some people take supplements or multivitamins. Some people take BCAAs when they're lifting weights. But basically anything that's not water, coffee, or tea is going to break your fast. And that brings me into mistake number 4, which is if you are on a fast, you need to make sure that you're drinking enough water. Your body needs water. Your body is made up of mostly water. And what most people do is they drink the same amount of water that they always drink on their fast. But your body needs that stuff when you're in a fasted state. And so my recommendation is to add anywhere from 2 to 6 extra glasses of water throughout the times that you're fasting to make sure that you stay hydrated. And the final mistake that people make when they fast is they cross the line. Meaning, if they said that they're gonna do a 16-hour fast and their fast ends at 4 p.m., some people will break that fast at 3:55, 3:57, even 3:59. Now, physically, is there that big of an issue if you break your fast 5 minutes early? Probably not. But the problem with this is that if you do this consistently, you can start to pull back that line more and more and more and more. This was something that happened to me. So I was committing to 24-hour fasts every single week. And I started with, my girlfriend made dinner early one night, so I had it 20 minutes earlier, and then eventually it was 40 minutes earlier, and then eventually it was 2 hours earlier, and I was just a little hungry for something. So I said, you know what, I'll just break it early. And so what I had to do was just do a hard reset. Like, no, when I fast, if I'm committing to 24 hours, I am using that 24-hour period to not eat, and I am not breaking the line. And so the thing is, if you're fasting, there's no problem with you fasting less. If I were to enter a fast and say, you know what, I'm gonna fast for only 22 hours today instead of 24, that's perfectly fine. The problem comes when you start to convince yourself during your fast that it's okay, or that maybe you're giving yourself some reasons of why you can break your fast early. Because what that does is it teaches your brain that when you have an excuse or when you don't feel like it, it's okay to break your fast. And again, like I said at the beginning, staying consistent with fasting is one of the most important things that you can do. So make sure that when you decide what times you're fasting and for how long, that you stick with it and you don't break that line until that time has passed. So those are the 6 mistakes that beginners tend to make when they are fasting. I'm very interested. Let me know in the comments, have you made any of these mistakes? And if so, which one? And let me know what changes you're gonna make to make sure that you don't make these mistakes again. And if you're looking to eliminate any other mistakes you could potentially be making on your weight loss and health journey, make sure you go down below this video, click the link for our free 3-part course on how to simplify the process of health and weight loss. This course is going to outline mistakes people are making, what you can do instead, and also the simple strategy you can use to move your body more, to eat smarter, to sleep deeper, and overall to see better results with your health and your weight. But with that being said, make sure that if this video helped you, that you like this video, you tap that subscribe button and that bell, and then you also go to the left of me to check out some of the other videos that we did. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys a ton, and remember, as always, eat smart, sleep deep, move more, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.